Hey, what's up? It's Dara, and you're watching my YouTube channel. All right, so if you are not aware, if you're new to my channel, first of all, welcome. But I am on the journey to becoming a professional dancer. I am training to be a professional dancer, and I got a very late start in life. So that's pretty much what this segment of my channel is about. Just watching my journey, giving any type of advice that I can share about, how to overcome challenges or setbacks or whatever, how to just make it through to become a professional dancer, starting at a late age, starting as an adult. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 tips on how to start a dance career in your 20s. First things first is your mindset. You have to have the mindset that you can do this, that it's not too late, you're not too old, that it is possible. I know I can. I know I can. Be what I want to be. Be what I want to be. If I work hard at it. If I work hard at it. I'll be where I want to be. That's so real. That is so real, actually. So yeah, you have to have the mindset that you can do it. Get your mind right. First and foremost, you have to believe in yourself, believe in your journey, trust the journey. Every single obstacle, every single piece of denial or whatever that you may have, just, throw that out the window. This journey really is mind over matter. Just like really anything in life, anything that you're starting newly that is not easy, that is challenging and difficult, is mind over matter. And another aspect of having your mind right and your mindset right is just being open and patient with yourself. This is me talking to me, note to self, just be patient with yourself. It's literally like anything you ever started newly, like anything. I went to college, and I don't know about many of you out there watching this, but when I was starting my major or starting classes in my major, I didn't walk into that chemistry 101 class like beating myself up because I didn't know what somebody who took the class last semester, or whatever the case may be. I didn't compare myself to anybody. I didn't go into class with any type of stressful mindset. I went with a very open mindset, like, okay, this is the professor. They're about to teach me what I need to know. This is the textbook. I'm about to do the research, do my homework. All that kind of good stuff is literally no different than what this is. When you're new on a job, you have to be trained, and it takes time, for you to learn a new skill, a new task. So just be very patient with yourself. Get that mind right. And just remember that nobody started off great. Every expert, every pro started off as a beginner, and it's okay to start new. The next tip to starting a dance career as an adult in your 20s is to budget, because this is an investment just like anything else you would start, whether you're starting a new business, going to school, you have to pay for that too. So taking classes, training, paying mentors or instructors or choreographers for private lessons all takes money. So you definitely, I think, have an advantage, or maybe not, over someone who's younger and doesn't have their own money, to each his own. But you definitely want to budget for this. I spend a good chunk of money every single month on classes, on workshops, on even travel. I've gone to LA to train. That was not cheap. So definitely put your money where your mouth is and make it work. You definitely have to put this into your budget. Just the same way you have a car note and rent, you have to put in whatever expenses or investment you want to budget out for the month for dance, for the month, for the week, however you want to plan out your finances. And just look at it as an investment, not a cost, because you are investing this money, this time, this hard work into this profession. It's just literally like anything else. If you were going to want to be a doctor, you would have to pay for medical school. And you don't look at that as a cost. You look at that as an investment, because when the time comes, the income and whatever other outcome from you reaching your goal would have paid off for that investment 10 times over, right? And the next tip number 3, is to crawl before you sprint. So you got to crawl before you walk, you got to walk before you run, and you have to run before you sprint. Meaning, start basic, get all your basics down, get all your foundation down before you move on to the next level as far as the level of class or the difficulty level of class. So Yes, start in the beginner classes until you are mastered in that enough to go to the intermediate and then to the advanced. So, and that will take time. So it's back to that mindset and being patient with yourself. So it may take, a year to be in various different beginner classes to work on that foundation, the basics of the fundamentals of whatever style of dance that you want to pursue. And you definitely want to understand also in the beginning phases or stages, understand how you learn, understand how you pick up choreography, understand how your body moves and how music makes you feel and how you can connect the two. And that's all done in the fundamental beginning stages, so that when it's time for you to advance into intermediate or advanced classes, then it's not like you're working backwards or upside down. And that's a true tip that I'm even having to tell myself too, because I struggle with that a lot. Because a lot of choreographers or instructors, once you take their class, you're like, oh my gosh, just keep coming back to my class and you'll get it. Well, your class is an advanced class, and I came here on accident, and I won't be back until I think I'm ready to be in an advanced class, no matter how many times I come back, because class isn't necessarily, certain classes aren't really broken down for you to really understand things, unless it's a really beginner class. And also because I did start dance all in general in my 20s as far as training and taking it seriously, I am focusing on hip hop, some African dance, but at the end of the day, I was advised to really get my technical training up as well. So at my ripe age, it's just harder to be as nimble and flexible as somebody who's starting ballet, as a child. So, kid you not, I used to be in class, ballet class, with little 8-year-olds and younger, and that was literally, for me, it was a great experience because those little girls were the nicest little girls ever. I'm like, why can't everybody in class be like this? It was amazing. I mean, I'm like this tall and they're like this little, and we're at the bar together, and 1 and 2, first position. Like, I'm telling you. And I was like, I paid just like your mama paid. I'm here to get my training just like y'all are, so what's up? So yes, definitely crawl before you walk, and that's very important. My 4th tip is to find a group, a coach, a mentor. I'm so for mentorship and coaches. Like, really think about it. Like, dance is a sport. And if you were trying to start soccer or football or whatever for the first time ever, are you going to learn off of YouTube? No, you're going to go to the nearest park or YMCA or whatever organization and get a coach, join a team. So I think it's very important to know that you're not an island, no matter your skill level, your age, your experience level, or whatever. Like, latch on to other people who are like-minded. If you are trying to start a professional dance career, obviously people in class with you, no matter how much better they may be or whatever the case may be, they are on the same path as you. So there's just that the starting lines, I guess, are a little bit different. So just, I highly suggest joining a company, or again, finding a niche, a group of people to work with when you do take classes and you like an instructor. Maybe consider taking privates with them and then having them mentor or coach you. So that to me is very vital and has been very vital in my growth and exponential growth, thanks to joining a company, doing private lessons, as well as having a coach/mentor. And then finally, my last tip number 5, is to keep it fun. Remember your why and always keep that tunnel vision. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Keep that end goal in mind and just really, really, really have fun through it all. It may sometimes get daunting or stressful or whatever the case may be, but understand that I think before I started training in dance, I used to watch all these dance videos that would go viral and things like that. Not even like professional dancers, just train. Like, you ever been to Africa? I'm Nigerian. You ever been? Like, people in Africa dance down, okay? And it's like little kids in just circles, just getting down. So I used to always look at that and be like, you've never seen anybody dancing with a frown on their face. I mean, unless it was like a lyrical piece or something where it had to like be somber. But you almost never will find somebody dancing with a frown on their face or with not a smile on their face. Like, dance is something that's uplifting. So definitely make sure to keep it fun, keep it funky, all that good stuff. And if you're still watching, you are in for a treat. I have a very last minute bonus tip that I didn't even tell you guys about, but it's very, very, very important. If you are starting a dance career in your 20s, like I said, you aren't as nimble and flexible as, you know, the little kids or whatever around you. So this tip, this bonus tip, is to make sure you stretch. It is so important, and that to me has been a struggle. Like, it takes a lot of discipline personally to make sure that I set aside time every single day to stretch, okay? Because your body isn't as flexible as it used to be, and so all the pressure that you're putting onto it, like I said, it is a sport, it is a physical activity, so you want to make sure you are stretching, and being flexible not only prevents injuries, but it also in dance is useful for a lot of things, a lot of movement quality. It improves your movement quality, so make sure you are stretching. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment below any questions or whatever you want to comment down below. And make sure you share this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell so that you are notified anytime I make a new upload and you are kept up to date with this journey of mine. And that's all I got. Thanks again for watching. I will see you in the next video.